important video, and I'm going to get on with it straight away, and it's quite a serious video as well, so yeah. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about SOPA and PIPA, which you have probably no doubt heard of this past week, and they are the, as you can see on the screen, SOPA is the Stop Online Piracy Act, and PIPA the Protect Intellectual Property Act. And these have been brought in by the United States House of Representatives and the US Senate, and basically they're trying to stop copyright infringement through various foreign websites, which include YouTube and Facebook, Twitter, all of those websites that have millions of followers. Okay, so what is SOPA and PIPA? Basically, this video I'm going to try and explain what they are and what they will have an effect on, because it's going to have a big impact on the internet if these are passed. So basically, it's going to be these two laws, or in America they're called bills, and they're trying to stop the copyright infringement done by YouTube and Facebook and all those websites. And the difficulty with having something like that is it sort of will get rid of free speech. You'll be restricted to what you can do, and that's just really bad for the internet, really, as a whole, because it means you won't be able to post certain things, and you would be able to be held criminally liable for infringing these things. So these things are not great, really, because they're going to damage the internet. That's just, yeah, they are. And so many websites have, yesterday, the 18th, they all took part in a blackout of all their websites, notably what I'm on now, Wikipedia. They were off for 24 hours. The Minecraft forums and Minecraft.net were down, or at least the forums, they put a big notice about it on there, using the slogan PIPA and SOPA, how about NOPA, which was quite good. And loads of other websites have all taken down, took their servers down all day yesterday, so that they could get their point that this can damage the internet and what will happen. So yeah. So why did all of this stuff happen? And I'm probably just going to read most of what this page says. They've blacked out Wikipedians. They chose to black out the English Wikipedia because they would PIPA and SOPA would severely inhibit people's access to information. So basically, you wouldn't be able to post certain things. Therefore, if you wanted an answer to something, sometimes you wouldn't always be able to get it. And it's going to be putting the burden on the website owners to police user-contributed material. So this is really important for places like YouTube, because they're going to have to be looking basically at every single video to make sure it can meet these new laws that America are trying to bring in. So yeah, it's a lot of these small websites aren't going to have anything to back themselves up with, so they're just going to be crushed into the ground. And like it says on here, big media companies may seek to cut off funding sources for their foreign competitors. And this is pretty bad as well, foreign sites. So some of these places are not even going to be allowed on search engines, so you won't be able to access a lot of these websites that have infringing content. And basically, one of the main points of the whole exercise by the US government is to basically get rid of people and places that are not doing what they should be on the internet. For example, Pirate Bay. So many people use it. Although I thought it had closed down years ago, apparently it just opened up, and that's just the difficulty with trying to pass a law like this. Is these websites, if they're getting closed, they'll just come straight back up as something else, and you won't really be able to stop it, and it'll just make people more annoyed and try and go against all these things, all these laws and stuff that they want to pass. So about that, I have just taken the screen apart. Yeah, and what is important is this will affect mainly people that aren't even in the US, even though it's just the US government that are going to pass this. Here in Great Britain, we're going to be affected. Everything's going to be all more controlled, and it limits your freedom of speech. You won't be able to talk as freely about different things because it might infringe content, which is just really annoying. And yeah, I'm trying to give you a sort of basic overview. However, this may not be very clear because I don't understand a lot about this whole stuff. But never mind. It gives you as knowledge as what I know. So, for example, how is it going to hurt these important names like Wikipedia? And I'm just going to read straight off here. SOPA and PIPA threaten Wikipedia in so many ways. For example, in its current form, SOPA could require Wikipedia to actively monitor every site that they link to. So this is users of Wikipedia who can edit any page. If they put a citation in, Wikipedia are going to have to check that before allowing it to be published. And here it says any link to an infringing site could put them in jeopardy of being forced offline. And I mean, this you'd just be uneven about the whole thing if you're one of these massive website companies, because although the chances are websites like Facebook and YouTube aren't going to close, there's every chance really they could be forced to doing it, which would be absolutely terrible because it means there'd be no us and none of the other important places that you can get all your information from. Because Wikipedia, they get like millions and millions every single day. For example, here, more than 162 million people saw the Wikipedia blackout page yesterday, and I was one of them. However, I did find a way to just get onto Wikipedia anyway, but I won't go into that. And the main point is, although so many websites had their blackouts yesterday, and a lot of YouTubers, like the Yogscast, they stopped. A lot of places did yesterday, however, we didn't because we want to keep our content fresh. And now we're doing this video just to show you what an impact this is actually going to have on everybody. It's not just going to be people like us, YouTubers, it's going to be the people watching, because if they report, or if someone tells YouTube that a link is infringing, then the whole website could be in jeopardy, which would be terrible news. And, like, here, are they dead? No, not at all. SOPA and PIPA are, like, just been brought up from problems like Pirate Bay and stuff, and the misguided solutions, as they've said here, and you won't get any free knowledge, basically. If Wikipedia goes, that is a massive bullet in the side for a lot of people, because it's all free, and it's really helpful for anything, really. And, yeah, so now I'm going to say what you can actually do. Well, if you are from the US, which I know we've almost got a majority of US watchers, what you are going to have to do, if you want to oppose, you can call your local representative of the Senate, I believe. I'm not 100% sure about a lot of this because I don't live in the US, so you'll have to research this, but apparently you can type your zip code into this locator box, which is available on the page, which if you go to Wikipedia SOPA initiative learn more, then you are going to be able to click on that. So if you don't live in the US, you can contact your country's Ministry of Foreign Affairs or similar government agency. You can tell them that you oppose them and any similar legislation. SOPA and PIPA will affect websites outside of the US and even sites in the US like Wikipedia that affect non-American readers. Calling your local government will let them know you don't want them to create their own bad anti-internet legislation. Okay, so it's really putting a lot of strain on the internet now, and whatever decision, and remember this is not final, January 24th, that's when they're going to host a Senate meeting to push SOPA through, and then that could really be the end of a lot of different websites that we all use every single day. So a lot of these websites, Wikipedia here, say that they don't violate any copywriting laws and hosting pirating content, because all of their users know about it and they have their ways in place if you don't follow their rules, because you get banned and all of that, like with every other website, YouTube for example. And I'm not sure. Let's have a look into more detail. If you just type in SOPA and PIPA on YouTube, no, I don't mean on YouTube, I mean on Google, you can go onto different websites and have a look at all this stuff. So let's have a look. 8 million people from Wikipedia went to talk to their local politician to try and go against this all this stuff that's going on. And just reading through some of this stuff, it doesn't take you long to see what's going to happen. But what you really can do that will make a difference is signing a petition. You don't have to be in the US. You could be anywhere. And for example, Google have made 4.5 million signatures on their petition in the US. Loads of these are available, and if you go over to a website that I can't remember, but if you type in like SOPA and PIPA petition, I'm sure you will find it, because it's all on there. And could affect us in many number of ways. So that is actually pretty much it. And I hope you found this video interesting. Not to say that you would really enjoy it, because it's more of like a warning, I suppose. But this could completely affect how the internet works. And could be pretty dangerous really. But thanks guys for watching, and I hope you've learned a bit from this video. Sorry it's not 100% clear, but I'm trying to get my head around a lot of the things that are going on myself to help you, to tell you about what's going on. So thanks guys, and we're going to see you next time.